But a parrot refused to talk. Here it is. Okay. Yes. He was not happy in the cage because it refused to talk. What else? Any other phrases? But the bird took an instant dislike to my aunt and resisted all her blandishments. Okay. Yes, Miraculin, can you repeat that?
No, no, ma'am, nothing, just background noise.
Okay. All right. Okay, can you turn on your video, Miraculin? Okay. Now, so these are some of the phrases which tell us that the parrot wasn't really happy in its cage. Okay, in its cage. Now, let's take a look at the next question. Suppose you were a parrot and somebody caged you and kept you as a pet. How would you feel? Give 2 reasons to support your answer. If somebody caged you, you were a parrot and somebody caged you and kept you as a pet, how would you feel?
Like, I will, it's very, like, I will say there is no freedom for me like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And will you be happy or sad?
Ma'am,
Sad, like in the like I'm saying, there is no freedom for me, so it says like I'm not happy.
Yes. What else? Anything else?
I'd feel trapped in my cage
You would be
all the time.
trapped.
ma'am,
Yes. Yes, Edric.
ma'am, I'd be like throwing my beak out of the cage to escape.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And Megan?
Walk.
Cannot hear you. Remain with us. Say again.
I would agree with Miracle. I would want my freedom rather than being trapped in a cage.
Okay. Yes. All right. That is true. Okay. So tell me, if the owner feeds you very nice things, okay, your favorite food, okay, can you all mute yourselves, all of you? Yeah. Now tell me, I was asking, if the owner feeds you very nice things, your favorite things, okay, as a parrot, your favorite things would be tomatoes, okay, fruits and chilies. So if the owner is feeding you all the nice things and is very good to you, then how would you feel?
Then only like I'd wait for the food time, and when it's food time, I'll eat happily.
Okay, yeah. Anything else?
Like I will think like my owner is keeping me happy, like satisfied.
Satisfied. Yeah, yes. So it highly depends on the owner's behavior, how your pet will feel. Okay, how our pet will feel. It a lot depends on how you treat your pet. Okay, if you're mean, not giving it good food, not taking care of it, not showing love and affection, then the pet will feel very sad. Okay, it will be unhappy. But if you are taking good care of it, feeding it good, showing love, affection, then the pet will be happy. Okay, satisfied, happy. So it depends on the owner. Do you think Aunt Ruby's nephew, Arthur, made the right decision when he left the cage door open? What decision would you make if you were Aunt Ruby's nephew?
make that decision also. Like,
Okay. Okay. Why? Why would you make that decision?
because she's she's very the Aunt Ruby is very irritating the parrot and like teasing her like that. So that's why.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Aunt Ruby is mean to the parrot. Yes, Cedric.
I would have let the parrot go, but I would have closed all the doors so that the parrot doesn't go out.
You will let the parrot go, like fly inside the house only.
Yes, because if the parrot goes outside the house, you'll not be able to find it.
Okay. People actually do this. Some people. Okay. They like let the parrot fly inside their house only. Okay, but they don't let it fly
Actually,
outside the house.
some people let their parrot to fly inside their house. They will not keep it in the cage. 24 bar
Mhm.
7 all the time the parrot will be flying in the house only, like that.
Yeah, like in the house and going around the house. But it is sometimes dangerous also because in our houses we have fans, okay? And birds, when they come in fans, okay, because they might not see or they might not know and they just fly straight into the fan, they die,
Ma'am,
okay?
and
One
then
of our
switch off
relatives
the fan.
bird
Ma'am, and then,
died, the bird died like this. Yes,
ma'am,
Cedric?
ma'am, then switch off the fan if the parrot is roaming around. Switch the.
Yeah, we switch off the fan if the parrot is roaming around, but we cannot keep it switched off 24/7, right? So that is the issue, like keeping it outside 24/7.
Yeah,
But if your parrot is like, it goes out, hangs out, comes inside for food, then goes out, okay, so then that is okay.
ma'am, then. Ma'am, I mean,
Yeah,
basically, the parrot will be in the cage for the full summer and winter. Only you can let the parrot out because you don't need fan.
you can do this, makes sense. Okay, you can do this, you can let the parrot out in the winter. Okay, now. Okay, next question. You are no beauty, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance. The story begins with these words, but when they are repeated at the end of the story, it adds humor to it and makes us laugh. Why?
But
Because the parrot learned to talk and at the last parrot was saying the words to the Aunt Ruby. That's why it turned into humor.
Yes, Miran, correct. Okay, Amaze.
yeah, kind of the same thing. Like Aunt Ruby was treating the parrot bad and saying mean words to it, and then the parrot said it back. So
Yeah, so it said it back, so it makes it more funny because the parrot is actually saying this only to Aunt Ruby. Okay,
yeah,
not to the writer, not to Ruskin Bond, but to Aunt Ruby. When the parrot sees her, that time only it says all of it. So it's like it understands. Okay, it makes it more funny in the end. Now this we finished with the lesson. Okay, let's take a quick look at the worksheet of the lesson. Let's take a quick look at the worksheet of the lesson. A parrot who wouldn't talk. Okay, we'll skip the questions done, but we'll see if there are some grammar. Okay, or some questions that are not done in the chapter. We'll cover from the worksheet. Okay. Okay. The first one. It is who said to whom. Okay. Who said to whom? You are no beauty, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance. Who is saying these words and to whom?
Okay, so Aunt Ruby is saying the words to the parrot.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct.
Which word is which word is being repeated here and why? Which word is being repeated in the sentence?
Can't.
Yeah. Yeah, correct. both of you. Why is it repeated?
Because it can't talk, can't sing, can't dance. That's why. Like,
Yeah, because she wants to tell the
you do
parrot
your work.
about
Yeah.
inability to do its inability to talk, sing, or dance. Okay, true. Okay, next question. What Aunt Ruby used to say to the parrot?
Okay, so Aunt Ruby always used to say mean things to the parrot. And the moment the parrot knocked off her specs, and she always used to say can't talk, can't sing, can't dance to the parrot.
Hmm. Yes. Okay. Now, very important when you're reading the chapter for you all to know who is saying the things to whom. Okay. The recent English test I had taken, I think I've given you a question
Yes.
about who said this to whom. Okay. So please remember sometimes question comes from the middle of the chapter. Questions like this that who said this line to whom or who to whom it was spoken, by whom it was spoken. Okay. So you have to remember it. Read the lines and answer the following questions. In those distant days, almost everyone, Indian or European, kept a pet parrot or parakeet or lovebird, as some of the smaller ones were called. Sometimes these birds became great talkers or rather mimics and would learn to recite entire mantras, that is, religious chants or admonitions to the children of the house, such as Padho Beta Padho. Okay. So now I explain y'all what are admonitions, okay? Phrases you use to tell children something, okay? And when you repeatedly say it to them, okay, which are usually not very positive, but in the more in the form of a correction, okay? Some phrases. Those are admonitions, and then mantras are religious chants, okay? Religious chants that people do repeatedly. Those are mantras. Now, what is different between a parrot and a parakeet? Anyone?
Can you say it again, ma'am?
What is the difference between a parrot and a parakeet?
Why borders create many trees on mountains? I actually don't know that thing. Actually, parakeet is very new to me. Like, so I can't answer this question.
Cannot hear your voice, Miraculin. I think
Like,
because of the background noise is very loud.
1 minute, ma'am. Like parrot and parakeet. I don't know. Like haven't heard parakeet word, so I can't answer this question.
Okay. Okay, Ami, Edric, and Megan. We talked about parrot, parakeet, and lovebirds. What are they? What's the difference?
Ma'am,
Yes, Edric.
the parrot is the biggest, the very big, parrot. But parakeet is a little smaller than the parrot. But lovebird is like so tiny, and most of them keep like 20 or 50 lovebirds like in their house. Like.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, lovebirds are very small and colorful birds. Okay, parrots are big ones. Okay, and parrot is the name of
Right?
the major species under which parakeets and lovebirds also come. Okay, parrot is a wide term. Under parrot, we have parrots, parakeets, and lovebirds. So parrots are those, they are bigger in size and covers variety of like parrots. Okay, it's a larger term, whereas parakeets are a part of the parrot species which are smaller in size. Okay, which are smaller in size compared to the parrot. Now, suggest any two qualities of the birds mentioned in the paragraph.
Ma'am,
Okay, amazed. Um, can you answer, Amaze? Second question.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
parakeets are bigger in size.
Bigger than, like bigger, how bigger? If you're saying bigger than compared to,
Like a parrot or a lovebird.
um, not really. They are smaller actually, compared to a parrot.
Uh,
But compared to lovebirds, they are bigger.
okay.
Okay.
Ma'am?
So yeah,
Okay,
yes,
second
Andrew.
question. Okay, the second question. Okay. So the birds mentioned in the paragraph always used to repeat whatever the human says, and it'll always like tell the children to study by saying pado beta pado.
Okay. Yes. See, they are the first, like you can mention the size. Okay. That they are like smaller than the parrots, and also mention that they are mimics or talkers or mimics means they'll talk. Okay, they'll mimic means they'll do your mimicry. They'll try to match your tone and repeat what you say. Okay, that is known as mimics. Okay, and they would learn to recite entire mantras or admonitions to the children of the house, like entire mantras or admonitions. Okay. I want to like after we finish this thing, I want to go back to that difference between parrot, parakeet, and lovebirds that we saw, that table thing, because I am forgetting the colors. Okay, there's one good point is the colors that are there. Okay, I don't exactly remember. I know lovebirds are colorful. Parrots are like mostly green, but I'm forgetting the color of parakeets. That was mentioned there. Okay, so we'll go back and check that out, the difference between the three. Now, why were these birds domesticated in houses? Or why were they kept as pets in the houses?
Because they are harmless.
Because they are harmless. Any other reason?
I think
What, ma'am?
because
Any other reason? Yes.
because they were learned to recite mantras.
No. No. Anything else?
Admonitions to the children to make them study.
No.
Okay.
That can be made to that can be made a good point, but that wasn't actually the point. But we
Okay.
can keep parrots to make children study actually.
Okay.
Okay, but besides, the reason was that almost everyone, Indian or European, kept a parrot or parakeet. It was a trend. Okay, it was a trend, so that everybody, every next house is owning a parrot or parakeet. That time, those days, okay, those days, it was a trend to keep a parrot or parakeet in the house. That is why people did it. Okay, only this was the reason they did it. Your reasons are all correct. Okay, they are harmless. They recite, we love in birds talk and all. Okay, but the major reason here was that that time there was a trend for all the people to keep a parrot or parakeet in their houses, Indian or European. Okay, now read the lines and answer the following questions. He'd been bought by Aunt Ruby from a bird catcher who'd visited all the houses on our road, selling caged birds ranging from colorful budgeriggers to chirpy little munias and even common sparrows that had been dabbed with paint and passed off as some exotic species. Neither Granny nor Grandfather were keen on keeping caged birds as pets, but Aunt Ruby threatened to throw a tantrum if she did not get her way, and Aunt Ruby's tantrums were dreadful to behold. Okay. Now, based on this portion, this is about the buying of the bird. Okay, the buying of the bird, how it happened, and how it had to happen, how they had to like buy her the bird. So, who is Aunt Ruby? First question: who is Aunt Ruby?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Aunt Ruby was the author's aunt, and and she wanted a pet parrot, and she always used to say mean things to the parrot.
Okay. Yes. She was the author's aunt. Okay, and she always wanted a pet parrot. Correct. What was Aunt Ruby fond of? What was she fond of?
Birds, pets.
Birds, which speak. Birds which speak or birds which talk.
Yeah.
He wanted a bird which speaks. So, correct. Why would he be throwing tantrums?
Ma'am,
Why
what is the meaning of tantrums?
tantrums is when you do drama to make people obey you. Like when if you've seen children when you do not buy their favorite toy, then they'll cry
Yeah.
and they throw their hands in the air and then they kick. Okay, so that is through the tantrum. Okay, means doing some drama over something. Okay. Okay. Now, why was Aunt Ruby throwing tantrums?
So Aunt Ruby was throwing tantrums because the granny and grandfather didn't want to buy a parrot who was caged. That's why.
Yeah. Yes. Milakran, the background voice is like a lot. Okay. So if you can keep yourself mute. Now, correct, because granny or grandpa didn't like caged birds and they were not buying it for Aunt Ruby. So she threw a tantrum. So she was throwing tantrum so that they buy her the bird. Okay. Now, read the lines and answer the following questions. Well, neither did your bird, said grandfather, so we'll get you a gramophone. You can listen to Clara Cluck all day. They say she sings like a nightingale. Why is grandfather insisting on buying a gramophone?
Because he wasn't keen on buying a bird for Aunt Ruby.
Because he, say again, Megan, say loudly.
Because he wasn't keen on buying a bird for Aunt Ruby.
Yes. Because he wasn't keen on buying a bird for Aunt Ruby. Why wasn't he keen to buy a bird, Megan?
Because he thought Aunt Ruby wouldn't take proper care of it.
Yeah, and because he didn't like caging the birds. Okay, so instead he thought that he'll buy a gramophone so that she can listen to the singer, okay, Clara Cluck, because she had a very beautiful voice. Nightingale is a bird, okay, and she had beautiful voice like a nightingale. So instead of making the bird talk and listen to it, the grandfather insisting on buying the gramophone. Correct. Why does he seem disappointed?
Ma'am,
Yes, Edric.
uh, so she seems disappointed because the Aunt Ruby didn't want goldfish.
Because Aunt Ruby
Didn't want
didn't
goldfish
want.
because they don't talk.
Yeah, that was the line I was waiting to hear.
That
Okay.
but goldfish don't talk. She protested.
Yeah. Yes, Edric. The first line, well, neither did your bird, is disappointment. If you're wondering where the grandpa is disappointed, this is where he is disappointed. Okay. And he asked Aunt Ruby before that, then I'll buy you goldfish. Okay. So Aunt Ruby responded that but goldfish don't talk. Okay. So grandpa said that neither did your bird. Okay. Because she can teach it to talk. So then grandpa suggested that he would buy her a gramophone. Whom is he talking to? The grandpa.
Aunt Ruby.
Aunt Ruby. Yes, to Aunt Ruby. Another one, and I think the last one. But that wasn't the end of the affair. The parrot became a frequent visitor to the garden and veranda, and whenever it saw Aunt Ruby, it would call out, "You are no beauty, you are no beauty. Can't talk, can't sing, can't dance." The parrot had learned to talk after all. Okay. Why was the parrot repeating Aunt Ruby's lines?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the parrot was repeating Aunt Ruby's lines because Aunt Ruby always had been saying these lines to the parrot. So the parrot kept it in his mind and wanted to repeat it right back at Aunt Ruby.
Okay. Yes, Patrick. That is correct. Okay. Shall we go turn by turn now? Okay. Shall we go turn by turn now in answering? All right. Okay. So Edric, Amaze, Megan, and Miraculin can go. Okay. Okay. Then second question. The parrot had learned to talk after all. Try to explain this line in 20 to 30 words.
At first the parrot didn't talk.
Such a
Um,
difficult task.
yeah.
Yeah, we are going chance by chance. Okay. So I'll ask y'all. Okay. I'll ask y'all, and then y'all can answer me. And if you don't know, then I'll pass it on to somebody else. Okay. Sounds good? Okay. Yes, Amaze, you were saying.
Yeah. At first the parrot didn't talk, and then Aunt Ruby used to keep saying, because I didn't talk, that you're no beauty, you can't talk, can't sing, can't dance. And then in the end, it kept hearing those words, so it learned how to speak that itself, so it said
Yeah.
it back.
Yes. He learned how to speak that and to Aunt Ruby only.
Yeah.
Okay. Smart parrot. Okay. Okay. Next question. Megan. What have you learned from the passage?
To be kind to your pets, do not show any
Mm-hmm.
disrespect or disrespect to pet. Don't be mean to your pet in basic forms, and they would
Yeah.
learn from you, and they would give.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Edric. What is it?
so so I think that they learn that even pets show feelings towards their humans. Like if you behave badly to your pets, they'll also behave badly to you. And if you behave very good to your pets, they'll also behave very good to you.
Yeah. Yes, Edric. That is also correct. Miraculous, what do you think? What did you learn from the passage? Even though you didn't learn the story, but I think by now the message is clear.
I agree with Megan. Like not to tease animals. Like be loving and kind with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Being loving and kind to them, not to tease them, not to show them disrespect or say anything. It's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Why do you think neither Granny nor grandfather were keen on keeping caged birds as pets? Did we do this question already? No, right? Hmm. Why do you think they were keen on not keeping caged birds as pets?
Because they think that a parrot being caged is kind of ripping away its freedom from them.
Yeah, yes, because they must have felt that its freedom is taken away from it. Okay, next question. Aunt Ruby had become hostile towards her pet and somebody had to feed it. Do you agree? Do
Ma'am,
you agree? Yes, I do.
ma'am, yes, ma'am. Aunt Ruby always used to say very mean things to the parrot, and like she almost like hated the parrot. So instead of that, the Ruskin Bond only had to feed this mango, chili, and
Mango, chili, and tomatoes. So Ruskin Bond literally had to feed the parrot. So somebody has to feed the parrot, right? So the writer fed it. fill in the blanks in the following sentences by using appropriate models. What are models? Anybody? What are models? We did it in the previous class. What are models?
Ma'am.
Yes, Andrew.
So model like can, could, will, would, shall, should, might, must, may, and ought to.
Yes, correct. Okay. Those are all models that are used in the sentences. So, shall we do the ninth question? Okay, Miraculin, you'll be able to participate, right? Okay, I want you to give it a try. Okay. Now, first one. Dash, you please tell me the direction to the library.
Would you please tell me the direction to the library?
Okay. Did you say could or would?
Would.
Would. Okay.
Ma'am,
Could
I
you
think
please
I
tell
think
me?
it can be can. I think it can be can.
Can also. Yes, it can be can. It can be would also. Both are correct.
So both can, could, and would are all correct.
Yes. Yes. A sentence can use more than one models. So it's not that only can be correct, only would can be correct. Both can be used. Okay. Next one. I dash come to your house from the office today.
Will.
Correct. Will. Next one. Dash I help you.
May.
Can.
Can I help you? May I help you?
Correct. Amazing, Megan. Very good. Can and may. Okay. Can I help you? May I help you? Next one. We dash keep the lights. We dash keep the lights and fans switched off when they are not in use.
We should. We should.
We
Should. Should.
Okay. Yes. We should. Next one. We dash improve the existing education system.
Can.
Can or should. Okay. You dash wear proper uniform when you come to school.
Must.
Must. Okay. Yes. Must. Last one. God is great and we dash be grateful to him.
Must.
Must or
Must, should,
okay.
ought to.
Must or to is also correct. Okay. Must, should, and ought to. All are correct. Okay. Now, 10th one is complete the sentences with the correct form of verbs in brackets. Use the present perfect continuous or past perfect continuous tenses. We will do this tomorrow. Okay. From the 10th question, we will do
Ma'am, how
this
many more questions are
tomorrow. How many questions are there? We have 10th. Only 10th question. Let's finish this off then. Okay. Let's finish this off. First one. John has never had an accident and he dashed for 5 years.
has been
You have to
driving?
use present. Yes, present perfect continuous or past perfect continuous. He has been driving. Has been driving. Okay. Now in the tenses, like perfect continuous. Okay. You use have been or has been. Okay. And with the verb, in the verb you put ing. Okay. In the verb you put ing. Okay. But has been driving is present. Present perfect continuous. Okay. Has been means continuous, something is being going on continuously. Driving, ing. Okay, something is being continuously from a particular period of time. So those are present perfect continuous tense. In past, something has been going on from a particular period of time. In the past, something had been going on. So past perfect continuous tense. Okay. Now, next one. Susan had no idea it was so late because she dashed the time.
Had not.
Yes, had not seen,
Ma'am, but it's continuous, so it has to have ing.
had not been seen. Yes, been seen the time. Okay. Yes, it is continuous, so it will have ing. Had not been seeing the time. Okay, next one. Dash your medicine regularly, Mrs. Singh. Yes,
Have
doctor.
you been taking?
Yes, doctor. Have you been taking? The last two, one is for Megan, one is for Miraculin. Okay. They eventually found the car after they dashed for it online.
It looked.
Had looked. Megan, perfect continuous. Had been looking for it all night. Had been looking for it all night. Last one, Miraculin. How long dash your mother dash in the school when she retired?
How long uh, have your mother been working in the school? Like,
Ma'am,
Yes, Andre.
I think it has been working.
Okay. How long has your mother been working? How long have your mother been working? I think have or has both can be used.
I think
Even.
have only is correct. How long has? Has is correct.
Okay. I think both
Has is correct.
can be used in the in this sentence. Okay. Good, Miracle. Okay.
Ma'am,
Now, yes, Andre.
and go back to the lesson to like check the difference between parakeet and lovebird.
Between parrot and parakeet. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here it is. So parrots are brightly colored birds. Okay, the beaks, short hooked bills that curve downwards, grasping feet, and a raucous voice. Some can mimic the human voice. There are more than 300 species of parrots. Okay. And parakeet is a small parrot with predominantly green plumage and a long tail. This is like parakeet. Okay, green plumage and a long tail. And in Hindi we call it tota, parakeet. Okay, parrots are the big ones. They are brightly colored. Have you seen the ones like a little red in them, a little yellow in them, and a little green in them, and they are big in size? Those
yeah,
are parrots.
like actually, my aunt is having that kind of parrot,
That
and
kind of
she's
parrot.
in Australia, so she's
Okay.
having.
Wow. That's great. So that is a parrot, okay, the big one, brightly colored. Then the small parrots that we usually see are parakeets, okay, that we usually see are parakeets, the small green ones, long tails are there. Then lovebirds are very small, African, and Madagascan parrot with mainly green plumage, typically red or black face, okay, and lovebird because of its affectionate behavior towards its mate. Okay, so lovebirds they are called. Parrot is the major species. Parakeet and lovebirds are coming under it, inside it. Okay, this is the difference between the three of them. So for today we will stop here, and tomorrow we will start a new grammar topic. Okay.
Okay.
Today I'll send you some homework for models. Okay. And okay, I'll send you some homework for models.
Okay.
Ma'am,
For today,
have you checked that what the
yes,
summary
I checked your summarization, Miracle, and it was correct. Okay. Well done. Okay. Okay then. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.